Well, tax-free savings accounts, or TFSAs for short, are a good way to save for a rainy day and build wealth, all while saving on your taxes. But what are the rules when it comes to TFSAs? Joining us now to discuss is Peter Sashaki from Everything Financial. Good morning, Peter. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Okay, for those people who maybe are not familiar with what a TFSA is, could you just briefly explain what they are?
Tax-free savings account. There we go. That's about as much as I can explain. No, it's a way to put away money that's already been taxed. So it's money from your income you've paid tax on, but then the growth in the TFSA is 100% tax-free.
Can you have more than one TFSA?
Just have as many as you want.
The sky's the limit.
The sky is the limit. A little bit confusing after a while, but yes, there's no limit on having more than one TFSA, and they could be with different providers, different carriers, different companies. Okay. They don't all have to be at the same place.
All right, so what's the one way that you can use your TFSA?
Well, one way which people don't really think about is using it as a short-term savings account. They're putting money in the bank, earning almost nothing in interest, but you're paying tax on that interest. So if you use a TFSA as a short-term savings account, tend to make a little more interest if you invest it properly, and you're not paying tax on that interest, so you retain more of your money.
Okay, so what if you have a special project? Maybe you want to do a renovation or something. How can you use your TFSA to help you?
Yeah, like a long-term home project, or maybe you're doing a major once-in-a-lifetime vacation or something like that. Look at a TFSA maybe on a 2 or 3 year cycle where you're going to invest it with a little bit more volatility than, say, just the interest in the savings account. And you're going to use that for something. I know I'm going to want this money in 2 to 3 years for project, holiday, car, whatever the case may be. But again, invest it a little more aggressively maybe, but you're not paying interest on the rate of return. And that means you are not paying taxes, so you retain more of your money.
Okay, love that. So what about medium to long-term savings goals, like perhaps retirement?
Retirement, and there's where you would definitely invest more aggressively than the savings account or the short-term project one. Invest it like the rest of your retirement investments, except we talk about RSPs. Well, RSPs, you're going to pay some of that tax back because it's a tax referral or tax deferral. I can't talk this morning. But the TFSA is actually just not paying tax on the growth. So that gives you tax-free money to complement pension money or RSP money at retirement. So all of your retirement income isn't taxable.
Are there limits to what you can contribute, and are there contributions and withdrawal deadlines for those?
Yeah, and that's the key, Carrie, especially with the savings account. You've got to pay attention to how much you've put in, because there are contribution limits, which will be up to $109,000 lifetime as of next year in January. But not only that, when you take money out, that money can't go back in if you have no more room, really, till the following year. So if you're using it as a savings account, and we saw this with one person who wrote in, and they were putting money in and then taking it out and putting money in and taking it out. Well, all those new contributions aren't replacing the old contributions. They're just taking away from the contribution level. So you really have to keep track of what you're putting in and taking out, because if you over contribute to a TFSA, oh yeah, CRA is going to hunt you down, and they're going to fine you, and you're going to have to pay. So really pay attention, and don't fall for what the My CRA account shows you, because it's notoriously out of date. So you think X is your limit, and X really isn't your limit. You have to take it. It's your own responsibility to see how much have I taken out and how much have I put back in, and keep a running chart on that so you know you don't go over the limit.
Especially if you have accounts with
3 or 4
different locations.
Yeah, exactly.
Peter Sashaki with Everything Financial. Thanks so much for the info this morning, Peter.
Thank you.
Good to see you.